So, if you played Dratini Community Day Classic this past weekend, you might have noticed the little guy following you around, and you might have also noticed these interesting looking coins, as well as some of the Pokestops, or a lot of the Pokestops, I should say, turn gold. So, we finally got most answers for what is happening in Pokemon Go right now. And Pokemon Go tweeted this out. Well, it was last night for me here in Japan, but it was probably like morning for most of you guys. Trainers have made a grand discovery. Oh, this is by the way, this is the Pokemon Go official Twitter. A mysterious Pokemon has been hanging around trainers who pick up a suspicious coin. Professor Willow and biology teacher Jacques of Paldea have identified the Pokemon and its ecology. So, yeah, we're kind of getting some sort of like crossover between Pokemon Go and the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that are coming out in a couple weeks, I believe. So, exciting stuff here. But we're going to watch a little bit of this video and find out more.
Hey, Jacques. Thanks for sending me that video. I think this might just be the Pokemon I've been hearing so much about. Trainers from all over have reported sightings. I've got to say...
Yeah, so the little guy, the little Pokemon, he would follow you around, and it looked like he had like a coin on his back. People didn't know who the heck that this was or anything. It was total mystery. But yeah, let's find out more.
Professor, I'm surprised Gimmighoul's showing up in your neck of the woods.
So yes, his name is Gimmighoul, and he has two forms, which they'll get into.
Gimmighoul. So that's what this Pokemon's called. Could the treasure chest it hides in actually be part of its body? It also carries the same type of coin trainers have been finding. That's right. In Paldea, I've seen some Gimmighoul that hide in treasure chests, and some that don't. The ones hiding in chests are new to me.
So yeah, in Pokemon Go, we haven't seen the treasure one yet. We've only seen the one that's been walking around.
As far as I know, no one's ever caught a Gimmighoul that's not in a chest.
That's interesting, that no one has ever caught a Gimmighoul that is not in his chest. So that's implying that people have caught the Gimmighoul that is in the chest, but no one has caught it without its chest, which is interesting.
The second you get near, they hightail it out of there, dropping a coin as they flee. I don't think we've seen them act like that over here.
Yeah, again, that's another interesting thing to take note of, because in Paldea Region, apparently they just kind of drop a coin and run off, but in Pokemon Go, they don't do that. They follow you. So it looks like they're looking for coins. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
No, there's actually an interesting story about Gimmighoul and its coins.
So there's this whole story about a little girl picking up a coin and then putting it in a treasure chest and then filling it up to 999 coins for whatever reason. But I'm going to skip all that because we don't need to watch that right now. So the girl puts in 999 coins. So that's why we, the trainers in Pokemon Go, had to fill up the chest to 999 as well. And I'm going to show you what that chest is, as if I could find it. Okay, here we go. Pokemon Go Hub tweeted it out. So we're going to click on this. And will the chest actually show up? No, it's not going to show up anymore. Well, when you click on the link before, a chest would just show up, and then there was a counter at the top, and it showed how many coins there were, and the coins were pretty rare. I was able to get two, but they seemed pretty rare. They would come from the golden Pokestops, and the golden Pokestops that didn't give you a coin would actually give you a bunch of items. So many items. My bag kept getting full, and I had to keep deleting items as I played because it gave a lot. So anyway, so that's that.
It seems to suggest that Gimmighoul hiding in treasure chests don't move on their own. They just manipulate people into gathering coins for them.
On the other hand, Gimmighoul without treasure chests don't seem to manipulate people. Perhaps they're able to go searching on their own.
It's very odd for Pokemon of the same species to behave so differently, don't you think?
Yeah, that's interesting. So so one of them is trying to get people to bring coins to them, kind of like the little girl in the story. And then the other one's kind of just looking for them on their own, which is interesting.
Since they're behaving so differently, maybe we ought to consider them separate forms. What do you think? Should we name them?
Good idea. Let's see. Chest form? Seems fair for the one that hides in chests.
That's very straightforward. As for the one that walks around, how about roaming form?
I like it.
Chest form and roaming form. We got Gimmighoul chest form and Gimmighoul roaming form.
So you've never heard of anyone catching a roaming form Gimmighoul in Paldea, right?
Yep. But out where you are, they don't run away? You said they just tag along near people who've picked up coins.
Right. If trainers out here use that behavior to their advantage, they might be able to catch it.
Yeah, that's really interesting that, so we have two forms, but then one of the forms in the separate games act differently. Okay.
What an exciting research opportunity. Is there anything else you can tell me about Gimmighoul?
I'd be happy to tell you everything I know, and I'll do what I can to help you catch roaming form Gimmighoul.
Thank you. And I'm sure trainers will also appreciate your help. Now, about those coins.
And of course he has to go. So yeah, Professor Willow is asking about the coins, but of course Jacques has to leave. Very convenient timing. But yeah, so that's that. And this is what we got to talk about. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, slated for release on Friday, November 18th, 2022, will link with Pokemon Go in 2023. Yes, the main series games this year are going to be able to link to Pokemon Go. Wow, that's cool. Kind of. With this link, roaming form Gimmighoul can be caught in Pokemon Go. So, yeah. So essentially, if you really want Gimmighoul right now, right away, in Pokemon Go, you're gonna have to buy the main series game. Now, if you're someone like me that doesn't play the main series games, well, that's just too bad. Guess you're not getting Gimmighoul. I mean, unless you really absolutely want to buy the game just to get Gimmighoul. If that's what you want to do, if you're like a Pokemon Go completionist and you could like need to complete things right away, then like that, do you. I'm not doing that, of course. If I want to buy the game, it's because I'm gonna want to play the game. But I don't even have a Nintendo Switch, so I'm still waiting on Alex to give me his. Also, you're gonna have to wait till next year to link Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet or Violet in order to get the Pokemon, to get Gimmighoul. So like. You still have to wait a while. I don't know when in 2023. They said more details to come, so like we don't know when exactly. So it could be, at the beginning of the year. It could be later in the year. Like we don't know. However, if you really want Gimmighoul and you don't play the main series games, don't panic, because they've done this before. This is not the first time that Pokemon Go has done this. Meltan was a thing. Meltan was first introduced in Pokemon Go, kind of like how Gimmighoul is. Although Meltan isn't really part of a generation. Gimmighoul is part of a generation, but that doesn't really matter. They were both still introduced in Pokemon Go as like this mysterious Pokemon that you weren't able to catch, and you were only able to get Melmetal if you linked Pokemon Go to Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu. But after a while, after some time, everyone was able to get Meltan. They introduced Meltan through transferring some of your Pokemon into Pokemon Home, which is free, by the way, so that's good. Pretty easy to set up too. And then you were able to open up a mysterious box in the app so that you can catch a bunch of Meltan. It's practically an incense for Meltan. And it's really useful now because you could just stock up on that candy and that candy XL, and you could get a lot because it's a mythical Pokemon, and mythical Pokemon guarantee, or not guarantee, but you get a higher chance of getting more XL candy. So that's awesome. But yeah, now everyone has access to that. I have so many Meltan, and even the shiny releases, every once in a while. I got a couple shinies, so it's like, I didn't buy Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu, but now I have a bunch of Meltan because, I waited until Meltan was available for everyone. So Gimmighoul will eventually be out for everyone. And it's only one form of Gimmighoul. It's not even both forms. It's just the roaming form. So I don't know about the chest form. I don't know what's going to happen with that one, or if they're just going to make it widely available to everyone, from the get-go, who knows. But it's just wait. Don't fret. Just wait. Pokemon Go is a waiting game. It's a long-lasting game. If you wait long enough and if you're patient, you will get everything that everyone else pays for, You don't have to pay for everything right away because everything does become available. Everything does become free for everyone eventually. So Pokemon Go really tries to play off the FOMO, but if you've played Pokemon Go long enough, you would know that if you just wait long enough, you'll be able to get it for free. So, and you'll get probably 10 million of these Gimmighoul roaming forms in your Pokemon Go app. So no need to fret, no need to feel that FOMO, you don't have to feel that. You will get it eventually. So we will be posting a Dratini Community Day Classic video for you very soon, hopefully before Teddy Ursa Community Day, which is happening this weekend. So in that video, we do take a look at the little guy, the little Pokemon there. Of course, I didn't know what was happening because that was obviously before all this was revealed. So yeah, that is actually a really fun adventure. A lot of things actually happened in that Community Day Classic that I was not expecting. So make sure to check that out when that's out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow us on our social media down below. We also have a Discord, so make sure to hang out with us there, and we will see you all next time.